Dan Leach back here in Chicago at the Benzinga Cannabis Capital Conference, and I'm here with my man Vib Gupta, the CEO and co-founder of CannMenus. First off, great to see you, looking sharp. You having fun so far?
Thank you, Dan. Yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Before we get into anything, I just wanted to ask you about why events like this you believe are important for the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Our company was born in COVID, right? In the COVID times, and we were really craving getting out there and interacting with people. So for us, we never take events like this for granted. We love the Chicago cannabis community. Benzinga is certainly a show that brings out the entire community, it seems like. Everybody kind of getting together in one spot downtown, having a little smoke sesh outside, on the Mag Mile.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Well, let's talk about CannMenus. Let the people know what you guys are all about. I know there's some very interesting things that we'll get into that you guys are working on right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So CannMenus monitors retail product assortment, pricing, and sell-through across 90%, a little over 90% of all licensed retailers in North America, right? So on an hourly cadence, we'll tell you exactly what's on shelf, what it's selling for, and how quickly it's selling. So brands use that data to keep their products on shelf, to really use it to do data-driven sales and data-driven kind of market monitoring, going in and really making the retail buyer's job easier by supporting kind of the buying decision with data, right? Retailers will use it mostly for competitive analysis, but really it's two sides of the same coin, right? What we like to say is we're helping brands and retailers collaborate a little bit better with data.
And that synergy just makes things easier for both sides, like you mentioned.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I know you got some exciting stuff going on where you're getting AI involved and making it even easier for the consumer and the business side.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really exciting time in the data space because of AI. It's enabled a lot more things to, happen more quickly. And us as software engineers, we have been kind of in the big data AI space for really the past decade, right? Starting with social media analytics, with Internet of Things analytics, and it's kind of morphed from, machine learning type of stuff to the large language models that we have today. And, for us, the biggest thing is being able to offer more prescriptive recommendations for brands and retailers. You have so much going on throughout your day. It's, the last thing you really want to do is spend an hour or two digging into data dashboards, right? So rather than that, really just telling people, here's what you should be focusing on and here's why.
Yeah, a lot of people are ADD in many ways these days, so you're making it easier. And I think that it's just fascinating what you guys are doing, and obviously so many different people that have come together at this conference. When you look at this industry as a whole, what do you think the biggest misconception is? Because there's so many cool things going on. I think there's a lot of people that don't really understand exactly what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest misconception for folks outside of the industry is that everything is roses, right? Everything is, peaches and cream. It's a really, really difficult industry to win in, and it's incredibly competitive, right? And so that's why we really love working with the brands and retailers that we work with. They're operators that really understand that it's not just a luxury to be data-driven anymore. That is the way to stand out. And there's so much low-hanging fruit that you can identify using the data that you just really can't do unless you really look at the data as a whole. Yeah.
What are you focused on over the next year, next 2, next 3, 4, 5 years, where you really can kind of continue to soar with CannMenus?
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of the innovation, it all ties back to AI in some form or shape.
So it's not going to take over the world. It's just going to help us, right?
I hope that it takes over the world and helps us at the same time. Yeah, for sure. But I really hope that it takes over cannabis, and it does seem like data is taking over the cannabis industry. When we first started 5 years ago, it was a conversation of, okay, this is cool. Why do I need data? What can I do with it? Now the conversation is much more abbreviated in terms of getting to the point. We talk to operators and they're like, all right, I need this. Can you do this? I would really like to see this. So, working directly with brands and operators to push the needle in terms of what we can create, that's really the coolest thing. Well,
Vib Gupta, the CEO and co-founder of CannMenus, it's been a pleasure and honor talking with you.
Dan.
Nothing but great times ahead, my friend.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.